Hello, I'm Cameron Carpenter, and it's been a little while because I've been busy with my life, and you're not really interested in that, so I'm gonna get started with this. Tone. It's how you can tell if a movie was made by an improv troupe or not. Filmmakers have been utilizing tone since the silent film era, when tone was set on a rubric of how many racial stereotypes you could get away with before a white person in the audience felt uncomfortable. Tone is considered to be the feelings of a movie. It incorporates everything from world-building techniques to how many times a split diopter is allowed to be used before Brian De Palma has to change his boxers. Some filmmakers are noted for their exceptional handling of tone, like Belle Rather, whose 48 Hours franchise is a masterclass in making people know that the movie they're watching is a comedy. By making the same kind of jokes throughout the entire narrative of the film, audiences can understand that the tone is a funny one, and they would be put off if something different happened that thrilled them or made them sad. But tone can also create an interesting effect by turning movies into an amalgamation of contrasting feelings. Marvel Studios has perfected the art of tone by constantly keeping the audiences on their toes, ensuring that they never fully know how to feel about what they are watching. While superhero movies, like the most recent film Logan's Run, sluggishly meander in the quiet personal lives of its characters, Marvel's films are quick to keep audiences on their toes by ensuring that you are never too sad for a character too long. Resonating beats are cut short or instantly deflated so that you can lean over to your father and tell him that the movie will be okay and the characters will be okay eventually. However, just as some filmmakers are great at tone, there are others who fail horrifically, such as M. Night Shyamalan and his movie All of Them. By attempting to find both levity and thrills in the mundane, he alienates his viewers by creating multifaceted worlds that confuse audiences in their overbearing resemblance to our own, all the while peppering consistent themes into storylines that feel oddly fresh and following people who would normally seem to be side characters in any other movie. Because of this, his jokes are never laugh-out-loud funny, but rather speak to the nature of the characters in the story. Because they are built to be complex and weathered by their current circumstances, often like the narratives themselves, they are a failure of tone because we as viewers do not like it when we can predict a movie's twist ending. Tone is a difficult beast to master, but there are 4 ways to ensure that your movies are always tonally appropriate. Number 1. When world building, add the levity character that can always be relied on to make the story feel as though it could go in any direction at any time. This way, if you feel as though your movie is too sad or awkwardly fetishizing colonialism, you can safely tell an audience that there are more good surprises afoot as long as they keep watching. Number 2. While fancy film critics can understand a movie's tone no matter its color palette, mainstream audiences have difficulty understanding the seriousness of a scene unless it feels as though it has been stored under the hood of a 1998 Toyota Corolla for a decade. Be sure to pepper serious conversation scenes with browns, blacks, and white people. That way other white people know the scene features important dialogue. Number 3. If maintaining tone throughout the entire narrative is difficult, remember it is only important to maintain tone scene to scene. Do not worry how the movie will come out. So long as your individual scenes are consistent, you will be fine. Number 4. Storyboarding is always more important than tone, so if you find yourself forced to pick one, pick storyboarding. That's all that I can give you with my mouth. And I hope that the next time I appear on your screen in a voice, you go, "Here he is again." And there's a fly on my microphone. There's a fly on. Did I get it?